Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome to the family. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe and press the bell down below so you can be notified of my next video. Today guys, we're going to be doing a Q&A. I posted all over my social media for people to ask me questions what they would like to have answers to. Now this is my third time making this video because I have sisters, annoying sisters, that like to call me in the middle of filming. So hopefully this time it will just run. So my first question was from a really good friend of mine. She asked me, how would I deal with racism? Now, personally, guys, I've never really dealt with racism. Obviously, people are racist. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? But majority of my friends are white. Now, whether they're racist or maybe they let off racist racist energy, I don't really see it. Right? Now, obviously, I've been in situations where I feel like people have dealt with me differently because of the colour of my skin. But because I am a black, confident woman, I don't really acknowledge people's stupid behaviour. Just what I'm trying to say. But I guess if I was in a situation where racism was directly at me, I'd probably be able to handle the situation different. Now, when I was growing up, guys, I used to be the unruly one, crazy. Like, anything you say to me, I want to fight you. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? I'm on this thing. Like, I don't care. Yeah? We can go rounds. We're going to fight. Yeah? I don't care. Yeah? When I was young. Even now, I would say I'm not so much as hype now that I've become a mother. I'm not that much hype. But when it comes to my children, yeah, it's on site straight away. Yeah, because I ain't got no time. Yeah, I haven't got no time when it comes to my kids. When it comes to me now, I'm more humble. I'm more calm. You got 3 strikes and you're out. Do you understand? When you've had your first strike, then it's all on site from there. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So probably, if it was just some random drunk person screaming and shouting off their lungs, I'll probably ignore it. I will probably ignore it. Because at the end of the day, this day and age, yeah, people are racist. If they're not racist, their mum's racist. If their mum's not racist, their grandma's probably racist. But for me, it don't affect my life. It doesn't affect my children's life at this precise moment in time. So when it happens, I will be dealing with it at that time. My son, however, he has had a situation where people have called him a nigger. Now, he came home and obviously said this to me, and I turned around and said to him, well, you need to be the bigger person at the end of the day and try not to resort to violence, because at the end of the day, we live in a purely white area. There is quite a few black people here, but it's mainly white. So when a black person does anything in my area, they only see a black person. So for instance, majority of his friends are white. I'm like to him, when you do something, when there's a group of boys, yeah, 15 group of boys say, and some they're all being a nuisance, the person that's calling the police is only telling the police that she saw a black person. Just what I'm trying to say. Obviously, that is also a stage of racism. Just what I'm trying to say. So I obviously educate him and say, you need to be careful with who you hang around with, because at the end of the day, this is how they treat us. Do you know what I mean? But you always need to be the bigger person, because you will be the one to get into trouble at the end of the day. So anyway, the boy called him a nigger. They had a fight. Now, they had a fight for 3 days in a row. Yeah, they were having this fight. Anyway, the child that called him a nigger, his mum has come into the school now and said, my son's bullying her son. So the school called me and they said to me, your son's being excluded from school. So I turned around and said to them, so hold on a minute, why is my son being excluded from school? They were like, because your son instigated the fight 2 times. 3 times actually. So I turned around and said to them, hold on, that child called my son a nigger. Why is he right to say that and expect my son not to tolerate? So basically, I spoke to the young boy, and he said to me he has other black friends, and his other black friends allow him to call them niggers. So he thought he was then had a right to call my son a nigger. Now, obviously, in that sense, I can kind of understand why he says this. Plus, they're listening to all music channel videos with all these songs saying nigger, 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 nigger. So obviously, they think it's okay. Do you know what I mean? So obviously, I said to the child, okay, listen. Just because your other friends call you nigger, that don't give you the right to call other people nigger, because every person reacts differently to that term, acknowledge that term, okay? So other than that, guys, racism is not really, it doesn't really bother me because I'm proud of my skin color. So it is what it is. The next question was self-love. Now, me, I love myself. I love myself. My mother always told me, for someone else to love you, you need to love yourself. Yeah, there was times growing up that I didn't really love myself. I didn't really like my body. I didn't like the person that I was in, the skin that I was in. It wasn't really for me. As I grew older and I became a mom, I realized my body is a temple. It's a goddess. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? It bears children. It gives life. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? I'm proud of my color of my skin. Like, I love myself. A lot of young girls out there, they're not happy with their body, they don't love themselves and whatever not. But baby girl, let me tell you, yeah, you are the only person that's going to love you. If you don't love you, nobody, how can you expect someone else to love you? How can you expect someone else to love and respect you when you don't do that to yourself? You understand what I'm trying to say? So you have to love yourself. If you're not happy in your body, you have to change that. Nobody else can't change it for you. If you're not happy with your situation, you have to change it. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? I can't help you if you can't help yourself. So that's the answer to that. The next question was, why am I so confident? Now, I never used to be confident, guys. I never used to be. But as I've grown up, I have become more confident in myself, because there's no reason for me not to be confident. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? I'm confident in who I am. I'm confident with the colour of my skin. I'm confident with my attitude. I'm confident to how I am towards other people. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? And because of how confident I am, that makes it easier for people to confide in me. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? That's just how I am. Do you know what I mean? That's how confident I am in my body, in my skin, and in my abilities to help others and live a happy life. Be blessed. Yeah? You have to be blessed to not be stressed. Yeah? The next question was, what's my biggest achievement in life? Now, other than having my children, my biggest accomplishment was when I became a bus driver. Now, guys, let me tell you this story now. I applied to become a bus driver. So at first you have to do like an online test. So there was 3 online tests. So I passed all 3. Then they called me and said to me, you need to come for an interview. Now, I went for the interview, but before I went for the interview, because the interview was like 4 weeks away. I went for the interview. When you go for the interview now, you have to write a story. So they show you pictures. So on a piece of paper, they show you pictures, and on those pictures, you're supposed to write what's happening in the pictures, innit? So I've done that, passed that. Then you have to pass the theory test. Now, the theory test is 85 out of 100 you need to get right. On the hazard, you need to get 70 something out of 100, and then you have to do a case study test. Now, the case study test, you need to get 40 out of 50, I think, something like that. Now, I knew I was going to pass the theory test. I knew I was going to pass the hazard test because I was driving long before that, right? So I passed my theory test and I passed my hazard, and I failed the case study. Now, the case study is the hardest part of the test, basically, yeah, because it asks you very random. You can't study for the case study test. Do you understand? You can't study for it. So basically, the bus company gives you 3 tries before they send you on your way. So basically, the first time I took the test, I got 39. Second time I took the test, I got 39. Third time I took the test, I got 36. So they said to me, I'm sorry, we have to let you go. You're free to go and pass the test somewhere else, then come back. I said, okay. So this was on a Monday. They said to me, I have to leave. Okay, cool. So on the Wednesday, I went, booked it myself, paid £21, I think it was. And I passed it first time doing it on my own. Passed. I was so happy. I was like, yes, thank God, finally. Then after that bit, now then they send you to the training school where you learn how to drive the bus. Now, guys, the bus is not no joke. It's not easy. You understand what I'm trying to say? It is serious. Yeah, and especially they give you the most broke downest bus. You can hear every noise it's making. It ain't no nice bus, yeah. And by the way, I was driving buses in London, yeah. So it's not like them nice buses, 68 buses, 69 buses. This was some old school bus from way back in the days, yeah. Anyway, now I was having a hard time with my life at that time as well. So it was becoming difficult to drive the bus and learn. Anyway, I ended up passing my bus test on the 7th of March 2019, and I also passed my driving test on the 7th of March 2017. So I passed both tests on the same day, but 2 years apart. Okay, that was my biggest achievement in life. The next question was, hold on one second, guys. Okay, the next question was, how is it raising a teenage boy? Now, guys, let me tell you something. It ain't no joke. It's serious, especially when you're growing up in an area where nobody cares about where their child is. Their child could be with Tom, Dick and Harry doing God knows what, yeah, and nobody cares. Yeah, but obviously me, I ain't that type of parent. I need to know where my child is, where he is, what time he's coming home, all of that shit. So my son, he has his friends that don't have no curfew. They do what they want when they want, and nobody cares. And then he comes home to me, says to me, Mom, so why do I have to have a curfew? My friends don't have curfew. Why can't I do this? Why can't I do that? Then we end up arguing. Then it becomes into a shit show. So it's not easy, but at the end of the day, I try my best, and that's just what it is. Everybody parents differently, so I just try my best to make sure he's all right, and that's it really. But it's not easy. It's not no joke, especially when you're raising a boy child. Yeah, okay, cool. Next question was, what was it like your first time with a girl? Now, guys, this was a tricky one for me to answer, to be honest, but what happened was I was brought up in a home that was anti-gay. My mother, my father, my brothers, all anti-gay. It wasn't something that was accepted in my home until I met my first crush. Say crush, yeah? Now, once I met her and I realized that it was becoming more than what it was supposed to be, I obviously announced it to my family that this is what was going on. And my brother told me, if that's what you want to be, then I don't want nothing to do with you. I don't want you around me. Don't bring that shit around me. Blah, 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 blah. So I was like, at the end of the day, no one's going to tell me who to love, who I can be with. Because you're my family, yes, but you don't make me happy. You're not going to make me happy in it, so you're not going to stop me. You're not going to stop my happiness. You're not going to stop my love. You're not going to stop me from doing what I want to do. And as far as I'm concerned, love has no gender. Love doesn't see colour. So I'm going to do what I want to do. So yeah, that's that. The next question was, how was my first ever labour? So obviously that was with Lewis, guys. And I was 17. I had a pretty easy pregnancy. It wasn't really that hard. My body was young in it, so it was quite easy. My labour was treacherous. I went into labour at 4 a.m. in the morning, and I gave birth to him at 12:50 a.m. So it was the longest labour ever. and it was very hard, but there was good doctors and nurses around me, so I felt comfortable. It was okay. It wasn't that bad. I've had 3 labours, and I would say my 3rd one was the worst. So yeah. The next question is, how do I feel about girls that are side chicks? Okay. This is funny. Okay, so I have a friend. Let's call her Josephine. She is going out with another one of my friends, but she is not the main chick, right? So basically, she's asked me, what would I do if I was in her situation? Now, me, I would never be in that situation because I need to come first. I can't be second best, 3rd, 4th, 5th, nothing. If I'm not first, I'm not going to be nothing. But I believe that side chicks in general need to know their place, basically, because some of these side chicks out here, they're out of control. Yeah, they're messaging the wife or the girlfriend or whatever, they're linking them up on the street and all of this type of shit. Like, let's be real, guys. Yeah, if you're gonna cheat, you need to have your girls under control. Yeah, you can't just be having them running ruly. You understand what I'm trying to say? And especially those guys that are married and have no intention of leaving their wife, but are still cheating and got their mistress running around unruly, causing trouble. You understand what I'm trying to say? Like, for instance, this particular girl, yeah, she was messaging the wife and telling the wife what the guy was saying to her. Like, why would you do that? Like, why do you want to hurt the wife any more than what she's already hurt? Do you know what I mean? Please stay in your lane, yeah? Then we won't have a problem. Do you know what I mean? Yeah? So that was that. Last and final question. How is my diet and workouts going? Okay, guys, when I first started it, it was so tiring. My body was tired. I was getting headaches because I wasn't eating my normally food. Then I started going to the gym. My body was aching all over my body. And then as I started getting more and more going to the gym, because I've been to the gym every day this week, my body started getting a bit used to it. I stopped getting headaches because I started drinking more water. I'm drinking a lot of water. I'm starting to feel a lot better in my body because I have IBS, guys. Now, before I was on a diet, my IBS used to hurt me every single day, like pain, like agony. I couldn't even move, couldn't get out of my bed, can't move, nothing. The pain is so bad. But since I have changed my food and I've stopped eating all the stuff that they say I can't eat cheese, they say I can't have onions, they say I can't have alcohol, and I can't have spicy food. Now, certain things I can get rid of, certain things I can't, yeah? Like onions, can't. I've been eating onions from the ages I can't even remember because I used to have onion sandwich. So I have to eat onions. But I changed from white onions to red onions just to subside the pain a little bit. It still hurts, but not as much if I was to eat a white onion. Spicy food, never. I cannot eat food that's not spicy. Yeah, to me it's bland and it doesn't taste good. So I have to have spicy food. But I don't have it as spicy as I usually have it because I can't take the pain when I eat really spicy. So I have it mild. And yeah, other than that, I'm feeling great. I'm feeling very motivated because I've not always been a very motivated person. So I'm very motivated to continue on to my journey. And I'm looking to go on holiday next year. So my body needs to be snatched by the time that is. So that's next year, by next year, May. So yeah, I'm feeling good about it. Other than that, guys, that's all my questions. So if you want me to do another Q&A, then please drop me a comment below or contact me through one of my social medias. That will be in the description below. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. And don't forget, guys, it's story time tomorrow with Miss Vee, of course, me. Tomorrow's story is not fun. It's a bit of a sad story. But yeah, by watching that story, you will definitely get to know a lot more about me. So don't forget to watch that. So press the bell below so you can be notified when that story is out. And yeah, guys, have a lovely day, night I should say, and I will see you again soon. Bye.
You got 24 seconds, can you beat the shot clock? What you